Hi, I'm Dr. Evan Matthews. I'm here at Montclair State University in the Exercise Science Lab to show you how PowerBlock dumbbells work. So these are sort of quick adjusting dumbbells. So there are other dumbbells out there that are adjusting that aren't so quick. So they are going to use these sort of traditional plates that you take the plates on and off for each different weight that you want to use. Those are going to be your cheapest bet, but again, they're not very quick. They're kind of cumbersome. They take a little while. They slow down the workout, or if you're doing research with them, they're going to slow down the research protocol. All right, so these are going to be fast. There's also, obviously, we all know that we have dumbbells out there like these that are sort of set dumbbells. They don't adjust in any way. They don't have those problems either. So another type of fast adjusting dumbbells similar to this are made by Bowflex, and to be quite honest, I prefer those. Those are what I use when I work out at home. They work similar to this, where you just do a quick change of something with the configuration, and you have a new weight. But I think they're a little safer, although they're maybe a little less sturdy than these. But these are what I'm going to show you today. These, again, adjust quickly and can go a wide range of weights. All right, so if you look at these dumbbells here, these are the bigger ones. We have these smaller ones here as well, but these big ones have a little more range to them. They go a lot higher. They have these different colors here, so black, white, purple, whatever across here. And for these ones, again, these are a little different from the small ones here. For these bigger ones, within a color, there's also different ranges of numbers. So this, for black here, is 15 pounds, 17.5 pounds, and 20 pounds. For instance, if we go up to green, it's 45 pounds, 47.5 pounds, and 50 pounds. All right, so these are going to adjust by, first if you look at this here, this top part where it says close, open, close. So if we take this out and we look, all right, so right now it is closed. You see that little piece of metal in there. You can see another little piece of metal right there. So that's what it means by closed. If I take this and I switch it to the red, which is the open, you're going to see that that piece of metal is no longer there, and so those holes are completely visible. Those holes are there to put these little additional weights in them, so you can slide these in one at a time. So that is why we have these different levels of weights. All right, so that's how it's able to be different levels of weights. So if we put none of those in, so let's look at the black over here for a second. If we had it on the black rung with neither of those circle weights in there, it would be 15 pounds. With one weight in, like what I'm showing here, it would be 17.5 pounds. If we put the second weight in, slide it into that second slot, now we're looking at 20 pounds. All right, so in order to lock those in, I have to come back and switch it to closed. All right, so now, again, you'll see those pieces of metal come up. It's a little easier to see now. There's those black pieces of metal that are keeping those smaller weights inside of those holes. So we can take those out again by going back to open, so back to the red, and you just slide them out by tipping it over and taking them out one at a time. All right, and so they're out now. So again, this would be 15 pounds. All right, so we're going to put it back to closed, because you always want to use it on closed whenever you're actually using the weights, just for safety reasons. And then we can slide it back in, and we can adjust the color ranges still with those weights in. Okay, so here's the side of these PowerBlock weights, and you can see these different colors that I was mentioning earlier being displayed again on the side. So there's this piece of metal here that we have attached with just sort of a elastic strap to make sure we don't lose it. And these prongs here are going to slide up and underneath each one of these metal bars with the color coating on them. So let's say we wanted to do 35 pounds, which is the lightest weight that the purple rung will do. We're going to take these metal pins here, and we're going to slide it just underneath of the purple rung there. And so when we lift up, you're going to see that the green rung, which was just underneath the purple, is what you leave behind. So taking this out, this is now 35 pounds. If I wanted this to be one of the other weights other than 35 pounds within the purple rung that you can see in the front of the device, again, you would have to add in these little circle weights, or these cylinder weights. But just to adjust within between colors is simply putting this in and out into a different level. So under a different color. This is where most people who are going to mess this up are going to mess up. So if you don't put it in right, if you kind of go off the side a little bit, maybe you get it so it's in two different rungs like that and it's not in there straight, you go to pull this up and it's going to either take them all with it like it's trying to do right now, or it's going to have one that's kind of hanging off, and that's where you can kind of get in some safety issues. So make sure if you're going to come in here and use these, that you're going to come in, you're going to put these little pins underneath one of these colors, whatever color you're looking for, and you're going to put it into the little holes on either side of the color part of the bar, and that you do it very carefully, because again, if you don't put these in correctly, you're going to have some potential safety issues. The other issue that people do sometimes mess up with these weights, and going back to those going back to adding in the cylinder weights here, is if you put one of these in and you forget to lock it, so if you forget to put it on to close, again, one of the whites, like that, so if you have it open and you start working out with this, and all of a sudden this slides out and it falls and hits the ground, or in worst case scenario, hits you somehow, and that can also be a safety concern with these. So make sure that you are using the weights properly, that you're putting the locker here. So if you're putting this to closed between every use, so before you take it up, you're always putting it to closed, and make sure that you're always putting in the pin very, very carefully. If you do that, you shouldn't have issues with these weights. If you don't do that, you may have some problems with these weights, and they can be a safety concern. So be very, very careful using these weights, but they are a very sturdy weight. They are very nice. They're quick to adjust, which is the whole point of them. And I do think that they are a worthwhile weight set to have if you're going to use them properly and carefully. All right, so just to recap, really nice set of adjustable dumbbells that are really fast to adjust. They do have some safety concerns that can be issues if you're not used to using them, or if you're having students or somebody use them who have not been properly trained to use them, or who are just kind of careless. If you are not careless though, these will be very nice, easy to use weights. So I do recommend using them. So if you have any questions about these or anything else, you can put them in the comments below, or you can send me an email directly and I'll try to answer those. Until next time though, thanks for watching.